Hi, Dr. John and Rebecca and our RFI family. We are sorry, FC and I are so sorry that we could not be there this weekend, but our children are giving us a 50th wedding anniversary celebration this Saturday with about 100 people coming. So I thought I better be there for that. Anyway, I want to thank you so much for all that you have done for the ministry of Heart of Hannah over the years. I've known you, Dr. Rebecca, for 22 years. You came and spoke for me at a conference, and then after that, I just hooked up with Dr. John and the RFI family, and he ordained me into the ministry. And so to God be the glory for all of it. Dr. John, you came to Simpsonville and furnished beds, and you all brought comforters, and you supported us every month. And so I am just so thankful for what you did. 5 years ago, I retired from being in ministry. I thought God was through with me, but He's never through with us, is He? But 5 years ago, I retired. But during those 17 years, for example, I had a lady, Anna Bridges, that was in our program there. She came to us 3 times. Finally, the 3rd time worked. Sometimes it takes more than 1 time, but God doesn't care how many times, does He? And so Anna said to me the first time, she was 23 years old, and she said, Narvis, she said, I believe that I'm going to marry a pastor. And I said, really? I said, okay, well, if that's the way you feel. Well, 5 years later, on July the 22nd, which is this week, I married the 2 of them. And so they pastor the Cherokee Church of God now, and they have a recovery transitional in Bryson City, North Carolina. And so they stay very busy. Anna's doing wonderful, and I'm so proud of her. I thank God for the different lives that have come out of Heart of Hannah and just seen such transformation. I sold Heart of Hannah 5 years ago, thinking, like I said, God was through with me, but He's never through with us. And so last year, I was able to help a lady for a year to get her program started. And it just started stirring up something within my spirit. And so a few weeks back, I met with a lady, she works street ministry, and I met with her, and she said, Narvis, God said to tell you that He's not through with you, and that He's going to show you what He wants you to do. So on the way home, He really started speaking to my spirit. And He said, Narvis, I'm not through with you. And I said, well, okay, God, what would you have me to do? And just like I've always done, we just turn our hurts around and help other people. And that's what I have done over the years. And that's what He wanted me to do. And He really spoke to my heart and said, call this place Edith's House of Recovery. Why Edith's House? My sister Edith Tripp. She passed away this past February, and her son passed away two months prior to her. Edith, she was always beside her husband, Laverne, through his addiction. She supported Heart of Hannah for 17 years. She has supported so many people and encouraged them. She's blessed thousands of people by singing What a Healing Jesus, and No One Ever Cared for Me Like Jesus. I mean, what songs to bless different people. And you know, if you've been watching the news, you've been hearing that the #1 cause of death is because of all these illegal drugs that are coming in through the country, and fentanyl is just killing these men and women. And God spoke to my heart and said, Narvis, you got to do something. So I'm opening up Edith's House of Recovery. And so I want you all to just be in prayer with me for a location, and pray that God, furnishes the finances for that program. And it will be a 6-month to a year program for women that have an addiction, and they'll be there morning, afternoon, and evening. And then after 4 weeks, they would go to work in the daytime, and be in our evening classes. So thank you, Dr. John and Rebecca, for always loving us, supporting us, and being there for you. We love you, RFI family.